Alright, welcome to yet another tutorial. So today is gonna be a quick one, and I'm gonna be showing you how to finish your neckline with simple facing method. So I've got a fabric here that I've cut out a neckline in the middle. So we're just gonna I'm gonna use that on the premise that I've already sewn the shoulders together. So I will show you how to cut out your facing and then how to attach your facing to your neckline. So first of all, what you want to do is grab another fabric. So first of all, so you're gonna need to cut two pieces of facing, half of each side. So this is, let's say this is the front and this is the back, so you need to cut half of each. And so when you want to do that, you want to fold your front fabric into two like so, so that you have the half circle at the top here, so you can use that to cut out your facing. So now what we're gonna do is have another fabric, the fabric that you're going to be using for the facing. So I'm gonna be using the same fabric again for this. Actually, maybe I'll cut this into two because I don't need the bottom bit of this. I'm gonna cut this into two actually. Oh. So you want to fold the fabric as well. Place it on the neckline like so. Right, just make sure that everything is lined up properly. So you want to do that. Okay, so just want to ensure that it's lined up with the fold over here, and then you have the neck like that. So now the next thing you want to do is make sure that you trace that out, the curve area. So that's where your neck, that's where you're gonna cut out from. Okay, and there you go. So you have your neckline you've already traced out. So we're gonna leave about half an inch here for sewing allowance because you're gonna be cutting two pieces, if you remember. So you need to join them together. So now that we've got that, so you've got this, you want to measure 2 inches all the way around. So it's gonna be 2 inches. So that's 2 inches here, 2 inches here, 2 inches here, until you get to the folded end, and then you want to cut that as well. All right. So you just want to go ahead and do that. So there you go. So you have the two lines. So now what you're going to do is cut this out, and that will be what you'll be using for your facing. So okay, so you're going to need another one of these. So that's one piece. As you can see, that's one. There you go. So let's say that's the front, and then you need another one of these. So pretty much the same thing. So there you go. So we have the two pieces. So now the first thing I'm going to do is lay out the pieces like so. So one side and one side. So you're going to go ahead and do that, and then you're going to pin here. So we're going to be joining them together, right? So pin your shoulders, one side by side. Sew them together. Then you have you have one circle, and then we'll attach that to this. So once you sew the shoulders, this is what you have, and this is now what you want to attach to your neckline. And then you want to start from the front. So this is after you must have joined your neckline at the shoulders, so you just have a circle essentially, and then this is what you just need to attach to your neckline. So as you can see, it should match, and then you want to start from the shoulder. So again, all right, so making sure right side is facing right side when you do this, and just pin all the way around. Okay, so what you want to do at this point is just sew all the way around the edges here, and once you finish doing that, then we'll carry on doing the rest of the process. So I'm just going to start from this shoulder and go all the way around. So now that we've got this sorted out, so the next thing you want to do is we're gonna sew that facing down, and the way we're gonna do that is we're gonna sew it onto the sewing allowance on the inside, which is this bit. So we're gonna go a thin line all the way around, making sure we're not catching any of the fabric inside. We're literally gonna be sewing on the sewing allowance here, where the facing is, to keep that facing inside. The sewing allowance is up like so. So what you're sewing here, you're sewing it onto the sewing allowance. All right, I hope that makes sense. So that's the neckline done. So okay guys, so this is the end result. It's already ironed in place after the understitching, and as you can see, the top is very neat. You can't see the sewing on the outside of the fabric at all. So this is how you do your simple neckline finishing using the facing method. So, and that's pretty much it. It's very simple. Yeah, so if you have a serger, unlike myself, I don't have a serger. So if you have a serger, you just want to maybe go ahead and serge the edges, or you can use your pinking shears to do the edges over there. But other than that, that's how you finish your neckline with the facing method. So I hope you find this tutorial to be very helpful. So, and if you have, please do make sure that you subscribe and also share this content with others that might find it useful as well. So thank you for staying tuned, and I'll see you again soon.